Tale 344. It's a pretty good chapter. Let's go ahead and NW Order for Life will start us off. I agree that this arc looks good. What really surprised me is how strong those treasure hunters are. It's nice to know there are other groups of people aside from mages who are strong in the fairy tale world. We don't even know what they are yet. They made it sound like, well, they're mages. But I don't know. But we'll see. They're definitely using magic, well, I guess items given to them. Anyway, I think Urza is going to witness the events that froze the village. Thus, finding out who knew the enemy is, who will know what the enemy is, and what she will need to do to stop them. Rather than your flame time theory, I think someone's trying to help Urza is responsible for sending her back. Not sure why she shrunk, though. Well, we'll see. Like I say, everything evidently... I'm still sticking with my theory until it's disproved, just because I'm doing it, not for any other reason. But anyway, alright, thanks for your comment. Kurgor Seizu. Nothing special from this chapter. We got some fighting going on, mainly with the purpose of new characters' introduction, showing that they are tougher than they look. And an unexpected conclusion with Urza being affected by some power. We'll have to find out more in the next couple of weeks. Appreciate your comment, and let's see. NW Order for Life. Let's see. Here we go with this stuff. Let's see if I can... Alright, there's the original comment. Kurgor Seizu, second comment. There's one thing that came to mind once I read the chapter, though. What if we were to once again meet Ultir? Of course, turns younger thanks to what we learned in the end, considering that Gray is still somewhat gloomy about her, and this ice spell bringing him back to memories of her, and I feel at this time rewind plot device could be perfect for the tie the whole thing up. I agree, and I'm going to read this comment, and then there's something that I'm going to say that I wish I would actually put into which I intended but left out of my review. NW Order for Life response. That's a great idea, and that's probably what Hero will do. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if this younger version comes to the present and becomes a member of Fairy Tail, under Gray's supervision, of course. And what that means is another comedy, three-way love triangle between Juvia, Gray, and Ultir. With her being a small child. Okay. Okay. Don't think I'd quite put it that way. But anyway, appreciate your comments. What I wanted to say was what this shows is the whole thing. Ultir. Oh, I'm old. I used up my time. Well, evidently there are other ways to get your time back, because Urza got her time back. Okay. Now, so it's adjustable. But this is the main thing I want to say. This is Fairy Tail. I'm pretty sure in the past I've said it, but I feel very confident about it now. Is we're going to see and we're going to see Ultir both back alive, running around the world. I know a lot of people go, she's like water that dissipates. I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling this arc. This is Fairy Tail. This is Hero. He's going to bring them both back. They're both going to come back. I'm feeling that. I'm absolutely feeling that. So now, probably a majority of you would go, well, Ultir's coming back, but not her. But I'm going all the way on this. I'm going all the way on this prediction. Okay, we'll see what happens though, because a lot of times it'll be something entirely different. All right, and let's see. Appreciate your comments, by the way, of course. And all right, and here we go. Kurgor Seizu, comment 3. The way I see it, once she left, after handing down the letter to Jalile and Meredy, she found out about an island with an inextinguishable flame by some unknown power. Remembering about her mother's fate, she could not resist to rush there to see what was going on. It may also be that she learned about this while trying to snoop around and uncover what Tartaros was up to. And there we have it. Ultir, back to the heyday, attempting to save the world once again, reunited with Gray. I love the creativity on a lot of this stuff. People are really thinking And actually, a lot of Hero could use some of this creativity sometimes, although he does a pretty good job. But I think that with Hero, it isn't a lack of creativity; it's kind of a lack of he's just he's not wanting to go as hardcore as a lot of us want to. But anyway, all right. Appreciate your comments as always. And okay, we got some responses, and I'm going to read them, and maybe they're in order, maybe not. NW, Order for Life. Wasn't she old when she wrote the letter? Didn't we see her just die on the road as an old... Did we see her die? Did we? I forgot that part. I don't think she could make the trek all the way to the frozen land, and how would she have heard about it? I think that Urza will meet Ultir in the past, and we will have a time paradox with Ultir we know shouldn't exist, but time won't be changed, and the new Ultir will replace her, likely as a member of Fairy Tail. There was that conversion of Ultir. Maybe we'll find out that there was some kind of a time jump or something. That little Urza actually talked to Ultir in the past. A lot of possibilities here. A lot of possibilities. Karagor Seizu. She was old and wrote on a letter that she doesn't have much time left, but she doesn't mean she literally died right after in the middle of the road. That's what I'm thinking. I think that she definitely hasn't died. As a member of the crime sorcery, she could have felt the need to check out other things before leaving this world. When she learned about the ice spell on the island, she might have decided to check it out and see with her own eyes, and all that. Besides, it's rather time manipulation, not time travel, because it affected Urza's age, not the environment. Yeah, it looked like her mentally she was still intact, so it was just physical. But maybe it isn't. So I don't know. We'll have to see on that. We will definitely have to see. And let's see, Karagor Seizu. It's just a theory. I could be wrong in one element of it, but I'm counting on Hero to make the story go somewhat that way. It just feels right for me. We got Gray, Ice Magic, which is reference to and now Time Magic, all in one place. What's missing is Ultir, and we can have an awesome closure to the story of those three characters, plus the possibility of Tartaros Guild activity, which I could keep bringing up because I feel the time is right for them to show up. NW Order for Life. I agree on all points. A lot of coincidences that seem to point to Ultir's involvement. Though I do feel like Hero closed her part of this story pretty well, and this isn't needed in my opinion. This is Fairy Tail. This is Fairy Tail. What does this mean? I say this is fairy. When people say this is Fairy Tail, what does it mean? It means that you're going to get humor in places you don't really. You go, okay, you've already made your jokes, we've had our comedy time, and the humor is going to keep happening. Okay, so humor is going to keep happening, characters don't die, they come back to life, and random parties out of nowhere, and there you are. That's fair. It's the feel-good thing. It's I have to keep, and I slipped into it myself, I have to keep reminding myself this is a lighthearted kind of a spin on a battle manga. Kind of a comedy spin on a battle manga, not really when it comes down. Even though sometimes it's a pretty good battle manga, which tricks us. It can be awesome, but it isn't going to stay there. So, that is just the way that is. And I said that. Alright. Okay, moving on. Always appreciate your many comments you put in here, which are awesome. Okay, Arjun Agawin. I'll go with that. Whoa, sir, you surely know how to spend your retirement days. XD, that's awesome. And if you're not retired yet, I'm sorry for that. I feel retired in a good way, I guess. And Conley Bob 9 closes this out. A pretty straightforward chapter, so not too much to say. I don't think we've seen strong people in Fairy Tail world who are not mages since the Vanished Brothers way back on the Daybreak arc. Wow, I'd have to go look at that. With the mansion and the book, the idea of having items instead of having the magic internally. Okay, the mountain is still frozen, so Urza probably didn't go back in time. I think the flame is either inside the mountain or is really the mountain itself frozen over. I also wonder if Ulterior will fit into this somehow, with ice and time both being a factor here. I still think that, let me put it to you this way, just because she physically goes back in time, but not mentally, doesn't mean, evidently you can, I'm just going to go back to kind of what I said at the beginning, maybe say it a little better, is you have like this, your physical time. I mean, Ulterior didn't live her entire life. It's just her body aged. Okay, she isn't senile. Okay, she didn't go to that point. Her body just aged. Okay, and then that looks like the concept, but I could be wrong. Also, that physically your age, whether you're young or old, can simply be manipulated. And to me, that is a type of time magic. Okay. But we'll see. We will absolutely see. Well, anyway, go ahead. I appreciate everyone's comments. I'm really happy we've got Fairy Tale to the point to where we're getting more and more people that can make comments, and we can go ahead and have some fun with it. And that is the key to this, is having fun, because my problems, which is, well, anyway, taking it too seriously with Fairy Tale is always asking for trouble. So we have to keep it light, because that's just the way this manga is. Anybody can be a Fairy Tale fan. You can always subscribe. You can always unsubscribe. You can do anything you want to. Until next time, take care.